It's based on.
I'd like to call to order this Records and Public Safety Committee meeting for October 14th, 2021. First on our agenda is the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. If you'd please rise. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Next is the adoption of the agenda. I would need a motion to adopt the agenda and a support.
Matusik moves.
Support, Hall.
Motion was made by Commissioner Matusik, and Commissioner Hall supported it. Number 4 is the approval of the minutes. There are none because there was a joint internal services.
Chair,
and
we have to
I'm
vote.
sorry. We got to vote on that. Let's vote. That's really moving the meeting along.
Motion
Number
passes
4 is
11
the
to 0.
approval of minutes. There are none because of the Joint Internal Services and Records and Public Safety Committee draft minutes dated September 8th, 2021 were approved at the October 13th, 2021 Internal Services Committee meeting. Number 3 is public participation. It's 3 minutes maximum per speaker at any item on the agenda and only on the agenda. Participants will have an opportunity to speak at the end of the meeting on any other item that they wish to speak on. Is there anyone in the audience who would like to speak on any item in the agenda for public participation? Seeing none and hearing none, I will move to department recommendations. Item 6A is the purchase of Signature Ford 2022 Ford Edge for $31,635. We have Captain Robert Doherty making a presentation. I need a motion to move this to full board.
Motion to move to full board, Van
Support.
Sickle.
Support
Van Sickle
Zinner.
made the motion, and
Zinner, second.
Commissioner Zinner has moved it forward. Before you start out, Captain, if I may, these automobiles that you're purchasing, these are all bought out of forfeiture funds, is that correct?
That's correct, sir.
And all of these automobiles have over 100,000 miles on them?
The ones that they're replacing, yes.
And the ones that they are replacing go to the county for auction, is that correct?
That is correct.
Thank you, Captain. Go ahead, sir. You're up.
Thank you, Chair. Good afternoon, Board.
No need to say anything.
Well, for your review is the request for a 2022 Ford Edge gray in color through Signature Ford. Signature Ford is secured bid as the chosen Ford vendor for the county to include the year of 2021. As I spoke, this vehicle will be utilized for undercover operations for the Sheriff's Enforcement Team. It will be replacing a 2015 Dodge Durango with over 100,000 miles, and the funding will come from forfeiture funds for that one.
Okay, Cap, let me see if I have any speakers here. Nope. No, we don't have any speakers. Go ahead, Mr. Farrington. Commissioner
Just to slow you down, Chair. Thank you for coming, Captain. Just a question out of curiosity, and I know it's a national thing, you hit 100,000 miles max, get rid of the car. That's a policy that's been in place, I think, in most communities for 50, 60 years. Cars are built much better than they used to be. Are there studies out there that says maybe we should hold on to them for 120 or anything like that?
Well, I believe that the maintenance costs are one thing that we're concerned with when they get up their mileage, as well as this is a vehicle that is used for surveillance, as well as tracking different types of crimes, and it's been in rotation, since the year of 2015.
Yeah, no, I just wonder if there's studies out there. I'm no expert.
Yeah, I'm not aware of the studies, and I'm not a mechanic, so I wouldn't
Okay,
really have that
just curious.
information on that.
That was it. Thank you.
Any other speakers? Commissioner Song?
Chair, I just have a question regarding the $31,000. This is under $35,000, so I was just wondering, why this purchase came towards us, and is it because there's a combination of purchases?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Chair.
Do we have any other speakers? We have a motion and support. Please vote.
Motion passes 11 to 0.
Thank you. We have item 6B, purchase Signature Ford 2021 Ford Expedition, $39,579.
Chair, I'll make
Captain
the
Robert Downey, I
motion
need a
to-
motion to,
combine B, C, and D.
I'm sorry?
I'll make the motion to combine B, C, and D. They're all
Support
vehicle
Farrington?
purchases.
Well, we have C and D. We're on B now. So how about we do B and then C and D together?
Whatever pleases you.
Thank you. Robert? Captain
Yes.
Doherty?
Yep.
I'm sorry. I need a motion to move this to Commissioner
Support
Hall
Zinner.
and Commissioner
Support Zinner.
Thank you. You're up, Captain.
All right. For your review to purchase is a 2021 Ford Expedition, black in color, through Signature Ford. Again, Signature Ford was a secured bid holder by the county for the year 2021. This vehicle will be utilized by the Macomb County Crash Team. The Crash Team responds to serious injury and/or fatality accidents. The need for this large SUV is due to the amount of equipment necessary to perform their duties, including drones, lighting, generators, ferrule scales, cameras, upon other numerous items that are included in that vehicle to carry out their duties. This vehicle will be replacing a 2013 Ford Expedition with over 120,000 miles. That vehicle was already repurposed from an evidence tech ride to become the Crash Team ride, so it was repurposed already once. The funding for this purchase also will come from forfeiture funds.
Thank you, Captain. I have a speaker here, Commissioner Chair Brown.
Thank you. The vehicles in your camera, they're already retrofitted for what you need, like that some of these vehicles are customized with certain equipment on them. Are they customized at these particular dealerships when you buy them, or are they come here, then we contract out to somebody to fix them the way we want them?
We outfit them afterwards, and normally the one we're replacing is an Expedition. This is an Expedition. Normally we can retrofit those to reutilize that equipment.
Who does the retrofitting? Is it somebody on staff, or is it someone outside?
Maybe I can ask Nicole, do you know?
Outside, ABS or, there's a couple different outfitters that we use, ABS or Synergy.
Okay. All right, but the packages are done separately. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Should know that answer by now. Thanks.
Thank you, Chair. I see no other speakers. We have a motion and support. Please vote. Thank you, Captain.
Thank you.
Motion passes 11-0.
I'm sorry?
Motion passes 11-0.
Thank you. Okay, we have items
Thank
C and D together now. Commissioner Hall?
Motion to include and refer to full board C and D.
C and D. Do I need support?
Support Zinner.
Thank you. C is a budget amendment for the Sheriff's Office, purchase of 3 Chevy Tahoe vehicles, $122,085. Captain Briney's going to give that one. He's also going to give the purchase of a Berger Chevrolet, 3 2021 Chevy Tahoe commercial vehicles, $122,085, same vehicles. Captain Briney's going to do the same one. Captain Briney?
Thank you. Good afternoon, Board. We'll start with the budget amendment request for the Macomb County Sheriff's Office. We're looking to decrease the Org Key Road Patrol 101-30530, object code salary and wages 70200, with a corresponding increase to Org Key Sheriff's Operations account 101-30501, object code capital expense vehicle 97704, in the amount of $122,085. We're asking that you approve a fiscal year 2021 budget amendment for the Macomb County Sheriff's Office in the amount of $122,085 by decreasing Org Key Road Patrol 101-30530, object code salary and wages 70200, with a corresponding increase to Org Key Sheriff's Operation 101-30501, object code capital expense vehicle 97704, in order to fund the purchase request from Berger Chevrolet for the 3 2021 Chevy Tahoes. They're four-wheel drives, four-door commercial vehicles. They're totaling $122,085. Their description: these vehicles will be used for road patrol. The Chevy Tahoes have steel skid plates, specially designed high-performance braking systems, additional emergency lighting direct from the manufacturer, and auxiliary batteries, along with other police-specific features that allow for the deputies to efficiently utilize their vehicles on patrol. The vehicles will be replacing patrol cars that have 100,000 miles or more. The standard for police vehicles is to replace them at above or more than 100,000 miles.
Thank you, Captain. We have a couple of speakers here. Commissioner Sabatini?
Thank you, Chair. Hi, Captain.
How you doing, sir?
I guess this is more a question. The last items that we had, there was no vendor disclosure for Signature Ford, but there's a vendor disclosure for Berger Chevrolet. And I was just, I guess,
Can you speak
curious.
up, Commissioner Sabatini, so we can all hear you, please?
Certainly, Chair.
Thank you.
The last item, Signature Ford, did not have a vendor disclosure form. And I noticed on these items, Berger Chevrolet does. So for the previous items, if we could get that, I just noticed it. I would have spoken the last item, but thank you for having the package completely for us here. But just want to make note of that.
Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioner Harold Hall?
Thank you, Chair. Hi, Captain.
How you doing, sir?
I gotta say, getting 3 Chevy Tahoes for $122,000 in today's market and at that price, somebody is giving you guys a really good deal.
Thank you, yes, sir.
Oh, thank you. That's all I have.
Thank you, Commissioner. I have Mr. Kraft. Commissioner Kraft?
Sorry, Mr. Chair, jumped on last minute. Thank you. Real quick question. On the bid per enclosed specifications document, it says number of units and it lists 5.
Yes, sir.
What's the reason for that?
Because when we got this bid, it was in the beginning of the year for 5. We only bought 2 out of the 5, and now we're buying the other 3.
Perfect. Thank you.
You're
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Did it? No, they're calling you. Commissioner Van Sickle?
Thank you, Chair.
Sir,
Good afternoon.
good afternoon.
I noticed that the Chevy dealer's in Grand Rapids, and I looked back and the Ford dealer was up in Oswego. How large of an area are these requests for bids go out?
I can refer to Nicole on that, or Steve Schmiegel, but it's hard to find any vehicles right now, so I think that's why we're expanding, looking for these vehicles. Nicole?
It usually goes out to the whole state, and then,
Nicole, can you come up to the microphone, please, so we can all hear you, please? Thank you.
hi, everyone. It usually goes out to the whole state. We did do 3 separate bids. Signature Ford was the winning bid, and then because of COVID, they extended it an additional year, so we'll go out for bid again next year for 2022.
Okay, so basically, all these vehicles were off the lot then?
So Berger Ford is the bid winner for Oakland County. So they had ordered extra vehicles like with Oakland County specs. So they are directly off the lot, which is why you have the vendor disclosure form, because they're actually not one of the bidded dealerships.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Thank you, Chair.
Thank you.
Yep.
I see no other speakers. We have a motion in support. Can you have a vote, please?
Motion passes 11 to 0.
My screen just went blank. I got it. That's all right. Let's go on. I'd like a motion for E and F, which is a budget amendment for the Sheriff's Office, liability fund to capital outlay for purchase of vehicle for $36,169. Item F is a purchase of a signature for same vehicle for police interceptor vehicle, $36,169. And we have Captain Briney again. I need a motion
I'd like to make the motion to refer to full board items E and F. Farrington?
Support Van Sickle.
So we have a support by Commissioner Farrington. I'm sorry, motion by Commissioner Farrington and a support by Commissioner Van Sickle. Captain Briney, you're up.
Thank you again. This is budget amendment. Macomb County Sheriff's Office is looking to decrease org key insurance 6722401, object code 91204, with a corresponding increase to org key sheriff's operations 101-30501, object code capital expense vehicle 97704, in the amount of $36,169. We're asking that you approve a fiscal year 2021 budget amendment for the Macomb County Sheriff's Office in the amount of $36,169 by decreasing org insurance 6722401, object code 91204, with a corresponding increase to org key Sheriff's Operations 1030501, object code capital expense, vehicle 97704, in order to fund purchase requests for Signature Ford for one Ford Police Interceptor hybrid totaling $36,169. I can give you the reason for that if you'd like. On 8/31/2021, our deputies were requested by the U.S. Marshals to conduct a traffic stop on a homicide suspect, and the chase ensued. We pursued the vehicle, and there was a crash at the end where we got the suspect, but also our car was totaled, and that's why we have to replace this one.
Thank you, Captain. I see no speakers. I have a motion. Whoop, it's not on here. Did you sign in?
Yeah, it's on my screen.
That's all right. We like you. Go ahead, Commissioner Matuzik.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I just want to say that I'm happy to see we're moving in the direction of purchasing a hybrid. I do think that that's going to result in some savings and hopefully some wear and tear on the car. Since this is the first one,
No, I went to the budget amendment.
I am hoping that there
Thank
are
you.
plans to sort of study the effectiveness of having a hybrid in terms of cost reduction. My assumption is we reduce costs.
Sure.
But I would like to be able to see, after we've had this one in service for a while, that that's actually the case. So I'm encouraging a study on the effectiveness of the hybrid.
Okay. No
Thank you.
problem. Yep.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Commissioner. I have Commissioner Song.
Thank you, Chair. I was just wondering regarding that car that crashed, is there insurance that covers it?
Well, this is the fund that we'll be taking it out of, the insurance fund. That would be
Okay, this
referred
is
to
the
Steve
insurance
Smeagol
fund.
right here.
We're self-insured up to $750,000 per incident, so every department pays into a insurance pool internally, and then that insurance pool is what's paying for this vehicle.
Is there a deductible for that?
No, first 750 is on us.
Okay, got it. Thank you. Thank you, Chair.
Okay, Commissioner. We have Commissioner Zinner. Oops, I'm sorry. Excuse me. Commissioner Hall, you jumped in there.
Thank you, Chair. For those that haven't watched that chase, I think the sheriffs went through about 9 communities, concluded in Roseville with the crashing of the sheriff's car. I want to commend that sheriff that was on the radio, keeping his calm, keeping his professionalism and direction. So I don't know what type of medals you guys give out, but that guy deserves one. Thank you.
Thank you.
If you get a chance, look at that YouTube. It is incredible what that sheriff did. Not only what he did, but what the crook did, who was a convicted felon accused of murder. So you get a chance, watch that, and you'll see what fine jobs these guys do. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Hall. We have Commissioner Zinner.
Thank you, Chair. I may have missed this, and I'm sorry if I did. How much charging will this car use or take, or will it be charging at night?
It doesn't charge, it's self-charging. The gas engine runs.
Oh, that's different. Oh, okay, thank you very much. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you.
Look, I see no other speakers. We have a motion and support. Please vote. Thank you, Cap.
Thank you very much, everybody. Have a good day.
Motion passes 11-0.
Thank you. Farrington, is that you again? Oh, yeah. Item 6 is a resolution. This is a full board approval today. He requested that committee. It's Resolution 2021-7158, a resolution approving the Social Welfare Special Revenue Funds Deficit Elimination Plan and budget amendment in compliance with Act 140 of Public Acts 1971. Motion is to grant full board approval at this committee. Before asking for a motion and support, Mr. Smeagol is going to give a brief overview of why this is a very time-sensitive item and how the deficit was made up so that the state will give us our proportionate share of revenue sharing. This was moved from Commissioner Sabatini's committee to this committee because, again, as I said, it was time sensitive. So before I ask for that approval today, I'm going to ask Mr. Spiegel to speak on it.
Yeah, good afternoon, Commissioners, and thank you for entertaining this item at this committee versus Finance Committee. There were some timing issues getting to this point, and we have to have this plan filed with the state by a week from yesterday, next Wednesday, or we risk losing a portion of our, not losing, but having a delayed payment in some of our revenue sharing distributions. So this is a deficit that's, in my mind, not a deficit. It's a timing issue, more or less, with the collection of the property taxes that were levied in December of 2020 relative to the 1/10 of a mil for Martha T. Berry. And there's a lot of technical jargon that I don't want to spend time or bore people with unless you're interested in it, which I will do that if you want me to upon request. But essentially, all the taxes weren't collected within 60 days of year end, and by definition at the state treasury, we have a deficit that needs to be eliminated, and the elimination plan is just collect the taxes, which happened. So by the time the state figured this out, it was maybe late July, early August. The problem was taken care of. We tried to explain to the state, hey, this is really not a problem here. We've taken care of it by natural action. And their response was, well, we have to cross our T's and dot our I's, and by statute, we have to have a deficit elimination plan approved by the governing board. So that's why I'm here today. Again, we need to have this filed with them by next Wednesday, or they'll withhold some revenue sharing until such time we do file it. I want to be clear that we're not at risk of losing any revenue sharing. It's just a delaying of the payments. And I also want to emphasize that this wasn't an audit issue. As you know, we had no findings in the 2020 audit. So this was not something that the auditors were concerned about or anything. It's a technical requirement at the state level.
Thank you, Mr. Spiegel. Before I ask for full approval, I'd like to see if there's any speakers. So what we're doing is we're approving this as of today in this committee. So I need a motion to...
Mr. Chair.
He's not on yet? Why don't I show this on?
I'm on here.
I'm sorry, Phil, you're not
And I'm
on
right
here. You can't
here.
speak. Go ahead.
Thank you,
Commissioner
Mr.
Kraft?
Chair. Steve, real quick. I've been here for a little while now. This is the first time that I think I've seen something like this. How often does this happen?
Yeah.
Never.
Or has this happened?
Never.
Okay.
You know?
I shouldn't say that. We had an actual deficit elimination plan for community mental health maybe in 2005, 2006. The idea is that the governing body needs to put a plan in place if you have a true structural problem where your revenues are not going to be sufficient to support your existing cost structure. That's not the case here. This is an oddity. We've never levied the Martha T. Berry millage before. It's a strange situation that has never happened.
So if this new possible potential upcoming Martha T. Berry millage comes
Same
up...
thing.
Will
Will
this happen again?
We will be before you ahead of time, actually, saying, please approve this in advance because we know it'll happen.
Okay.
Because the problem is that the levy is not made until December.
Sure.
So you're never going to collect all your taxes in the first month.
Got it. Thank you,
But it's a
Steve.
good observation because it will happen again if that tax is levied.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
You're welcome, Commissioner Kraft. Any other speakers on this? Okay, so what we're doing actually today is approving this today. I need a motion and support, please.
I'll make the motion to refer for
Approval.
approval from the full
Commissioner
board.
Farrington made the motion.
Support Van Sickle.
Van Sickle made the support. Please vote.
Motion passes 11-0.
Thank you again for
Thank
your
you, Mr. Spiegel.
consideration
Appreciate
today.
it. Why do we do this backwards? Why do we have commissioner comments before public participation? We shouldn't. Okay, so we're going to go to public participation. Speaker is allowed 3 minutes for any item he wishes to speak on. Is there any? people in the audience who'd like to participate in public participation? Seeing and hearing none, I'll close that portion of it. We're going to go into closed session now. So I'll go to item 10, which is adjournment, and then I need a motion.
So move, Paul.
Support Van Sickle.
There's been a motion by Commissioner Hall, supported by Commissioner Van Sickle. Motion to adjourn, please vote. Here comes our Sergeant at Arms, we might wait for her. It's very informative.
Chair, I know we have an open motion, so I'm not supposed to say this, but there was no commissioner comments, but let the board know that Wednesday we have no meeting. The chair has agreed to take my agenda and put it on the full board.
I'm sorry, any other, Chair, is there nothing else, anybody else, any commissioners have anything else going to bring up? Glad to have you back, Ms. Song. We'll have, oh, Veronica, we'll have her back. Yeah, she's coming. I can hardly wait, okay. Sorry. Please vote on the motion to adjourn. Too late. If my voice doesn't carry, it never will. Have a great weekend. Did that pass?
Motion passes 11-0.
Thank you.